So at the beginning of the last video, I said after I won this bond, I will be giving it away. So I'm going to jump over to a YouTube comment picker web address and spin to see who won. Alright, I'm on this YouTube random comment picker. I'm going to copy and paste my URL into here. Filter duplicate users. There's 12 comments, and let's see who won. James Bennett. This must have taken ages. RSN 1 mortal 2398. James, just add me and I will send you the bond when you get on. So I recently did a series on me getting a bond in free to play completely on my own. It's not worth watching because the quality is shit, but from here on outwards the quality is going to be much better. So I'm going to put all the methods I did in this one video and explain the different cash brackets what I did. Whilst I'm explaining this, you're going to see me in the background practice LMS for my next video, so be sure to look out for that one. So the first 50k is pretty straightforward. I bought from this clothing shop in Varrock and sold it straight back to the Grand Exchange, and rinsed and repeat this. I pretty much only bought skirts and capes. This was the best turnaround on the Grand Exchange. So after buying and selling all them capes and skirts, I had around about 50 to 100k. I then trained my crafting to level 5 and made gold rings and progressively upgrading each ring I made. I did this till about 250 to 300k. So once I had about 300 to 350k, I then went and bought steel plate bodies and mithril plate bodies along with maple and yew longbows and sold them back to their respective shops in Varrock. I would sell about 5 at a time, and each time I would then swap welds. Whilst doing this, I was also buying bronze arrows for 1 GP, and when I was completing my trip, just selling them straight back to the Grand Exchange. This was a great method to get me to my first about $1 mil I did this for, because I could just do it as much as I want because everyone was selling them items I was buying. So I did that to about $1 mil. So after getting the 1 mil is when the grind really started. I started tanning cowhides to leather, and I was almost doubling my money each time I did this. It always depended on how much I could sell leather for. Sometimes I could sell it for like 250. I then found this method by far the best method I had done, and I rinsed and repeat this all the way to a bond. I should note that I did also flip some free to play items while I was doing this. But yeah, I pretty much did cowhides from 1 mil all the way to the bond, because this was by far the best method I had found. Now, realistically, this took me between 30 to 35 hours of gameplay. I averaged about 180k an hour, and I really don't recommend anyone doing this. Go buy a bond, it's $4.99, and you can make $1 mil or 5 mil much quicker than what you can do on free to play. It makes the game boring and you just don't want to play it anymore. I did take quite a long period between making the bond just because it just made me downhearted doing it. So yeah, don't do this. Go buy yourself a bond and enjoy the next couple of minutes of me PKing.